In this section we're going to cover a lick that Clapton uses throughout the song, that repeats throughout the song, and it sounds something like this. So you probably noticed that I'm playing all the notes on the G string, and this is because I don't want the sound to thin out, because when you're transferring from G to the B string, sometimes the sound can thin out a bit. A different way of playing this lick, involving a B string as well, would sound like this. So basically the same notes, but instead of going up the neck on the G string, we are just transferring vertically up on the B string. We start the lick on the 14th fret, bend and release, and then use the 12th fret with our index finger, and again the 14th fret with the ring finger. And then the same lick repeated, but this time we land on the 14th fret on the D string. After that we use another bend and release, and the 12th fret, the 14th fret, 16th fret, 17th fret, and 19th fret bend and release. So once again with numbers: 14, 16, 17, 19. If you want to play this lick on the B string, you can use 12th fret, 13th fret, and 15th fret vibrato, like this. As far as picking hand goes, you can play any kind of picking style you want. I prefer to use only downstrokes, as this gives a more even sound. The rhythm guitar that covers the parts where Clapton plays the lead lick and the intro lick and the verses consists out of 3 chords, that is G major, D major, C major, and D major again. But it is played in this kind of a fashion. In order to play this part properly, you can use the 16 notes, any kind of picking style that you like. You can use alternate picking, economy picking, and only downstrokes or even only upstrokes, depending how you wish to sound. And I will use a combination of only downstrokes and alternate picking. It's not strictly alternate picking or strictly downstrokes, so it sounds something like this. So once again easy, and I'm holding my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, I'm holding the index finger on the 2nd fret A string, and ring finger and pinky finger are on the 3rd fret of the B and E strings. G major. I'm using D major chord and have index finger on the 2nd fret G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret B string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret E string. And for the C major chord, I'm using ring finger 3rd fret A string, middle finger 2nd fret D string, and index finger on the first fret B string. And we will use a small lick here to play the open B string as well on the C major chord. So instead of playing, we will play. So we will pick A string, that is the C note, go to the G, B, G, and B again, with a small hammer on here with the index finger. So what we're basically doing here with the picking hand is pick the bass note and then use only treble strings. The next part contains all the same chords that we talked about, the C major, D major, G major, but we are also using G major, B minor, and E minor chords. But in a very simplified fashion, you don't have to remember those fingerings, and we're using it like this. C, D, that is the chorus part, and let's analyze that part once more, chord by chord. We have the C major here, the hammer on, then the D, and then we use G, and we pick 3rd fret on the low E string, and then we pick G and B strings open. And then we play 2nd fret A string and play, and on the B string we play open 3rd fret, open B string. So these two connected. G, B, D, and then go into E minor chord. Then C and G, and continue with the lead lick. So once again, we're using the C major chord, D, and then G, B, E minor, leading, and I say yes, C major, you look wonderful, D major,